Okay, that's what I figured was going to happen.
Ready for the hard part.
Quest clear.
This battle has yet to end.
Now, to be fair to that, this is the first time I ever had to actually have to face off into the Rose Queen. And forgive me that how she's such how charming she is, and yet I did not think that she would be that tall. And also, I apologize that the game kicked me out once again. I think that there's some. I think there's safe to say that I'm expecting of some technical difficulties that it just kicked me out for no damn reason. So I already made a report about that.
You've all grown so much. You're prepared. I'm sure of it now.
Leave the rest to us, Rosetta. We won't let this go any further.
The girl in blue, the red dragon, and the singularity. You three are the keys to ending this chaos. But those who wish to see it through will no doubt come for you.
With everyone standing by us, there's no way we'll lose. We know you're here fighting for us too, Rosetta.
Always. It's time for you to set out for Pandemonium. The final battle awaits.
Pandemonium. I heard a great power is sealed within its walls. Do you know who or what it is?
Indeed. An astral by the name of Beelzebub. Beelzebub.
But why does a single astral have this much power?
That I don't know. All I know for certain is that he's no ordinary astral. He's something unique. Belial is clearly hoping that Beelzebub's return will bring about the end of the world.
Who is the puppet master and who is the puppet? We could trap spiders in this web.
You said it. Beelzebub is the one whose power is warping the very nature of reality. But Belial's machinations may be an even greater threat.
Why sweat the details? If you ask me, they both need a timeout of epic proportions.
We can't waste any more time. Next stop, Pandemonium.
I'm counting on you. I'll hold out here as long as I can.
Pandemonium, huh? Should be able to make the trip in under half a day.
Time is not on our side. Full speed ahead, Rackham.
Where do those jerks get off trying to wreck our world? They're going down!
We'll stop them, no matter what.
I don't know why, but I can't shake this awful feeling. Like there are all sorts of bad things just around the corner. See that? That blue-haired girl is a hell of a find.
She has the power to manipulate primal beasts. That's a stroke of luck for us. The primal beast with the roses is already bound to this island. A worthless mark at this point. Let's follow the girl instead.
Sounds smart. Let's get moving.
So, alright, skill blessing. Oh yeah, let me do that sub quest here. Percival returns to his senses after crossing swords with Gran and company. In the ensuing Percival shares that defining his personal investigation with
I was gathering reports about Exia, hoping to uncover a trail that would lead me to their den. You must have seen the creatures too. Black crystals that hover in the air.
Percival, sir, I've gathered the flight logs. These airships here claim to have seen those very same monsters.
Well done. Sierra Carte, the sky map.
Yes, sirree! Let's get those sightings marked down pronto. Percival! Notice what happens when we cross-check the report dates with the coordinates here?
Yes. The chaos is spreading. In time, these dark currents will drown the skies. If we could discover the source, we might stem the flow, but at the moment, there is not enough information. Given the heavy traffic around Lumassier Archipelago, there have been few sightings of these Exia creatures. Something strange is at work here. Some new insight to be discovered.
An astute observation. You are as wise as you are handsome, Percival.
Is that your next destination?
Naturally. I wish to hire one of your ships, Sierra Carte. I will not be traveling on the Grand Cipher.
The distortion stuff's already spread so far. We ain't got no time to lose. I'm just glad Percival's here to help us out.
What is a king but guardian to his people? I shall see that no harm befalls you, Gran, or any that dwell in these skies. Belial. Who is his master? No honest mind would stoop to consort with such a snake. I will find them, and I will stop them, though evil and all its ministers stand between us.
Incoming! And that's about it.
Well played. Pride. For us. No escape! Insolent.
What I'm saying
Ashes to ashes!
you on a roll! Gotta tell you
Mm-hmm.
Well played.
now this one. This is really important. Go, go, go!
Pride to the edge of doom! Your fate is sealed!
Damn, I hate when it.
Desolation!
I hate when that happens like that.
To the edge of doom!
Alright! Go for it!
Meet your end! Between my fangs! Oh, and won't finish!
Congratulations! No!
know your place. On heels of wind. Ravage it all! Ashes to ashes! Out of my way! Inferno for honor!
Yeah.
Pride, know your place! Beg mercy for honor! Justice! What? Fire and death! Finish! For ways! Quest clear! Power of a king.
Wait, so let me get this straight. The Exia aren't what's making the skies all wonky?
If we are to believe the forked tongue of Belial. In any case, they are dangerous creatures, for they have the power to rewrite memory.
Even Catalina forgot who Gran was.
I stumbled as well. But I now know how treacherous our footing is. It will not happen again. I must put an end to these terrors. Nothing but death shall stay me.
Rain of arrows. That should come in handy. Probably that will be for the next boss battle. Oh, here we go. Rosetta stayed behind in the Lumachier to slow the advance, the chaotic influence spreading throughout the skies. The rest of the crew set out for the Pandemonium, where the final battle awaits.
We're gonna hit some turbulence, but I'll get us to Pandemonium as fast as I can. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Flying objects incoming. Black crystals. It's Exia!
What are they doing flying out here in the middle of nowhere? I think this is a sign. Beelzebub's power over the skies, it's growing.
Let's knock as many of them out of the sky as we can!
Ugh, haven't these mooks learned their lesson yet? Looks like we'll have to teach them again, Gran.
Yep, that's the Exia Dynamis.
Incoming!
For honor! Here I go! Tempest Blade!
Quest clear.
Not yield.
That was a little quicker. But I like it that way.
Feel those smooth scales. If I'm not careful, I could get addicted to this.
Ah! Where'd you come from? Get your mitts off me, you weirdo! He's got Vern!
When did he get here? I didn't see him come aboard. Vern!
Ugh! Let me go, you creep sandwich!
Unhand Vern this instant.
No need to get so upset. I'm just checking up on his scale care regimen. Polished to perfection, I see. Now, to business. We've come to hear the dragon's voice. Isn't that right, Bubs?
The dragon's voice.
There are no facts, only interpretations. O winged destruction, if thou preachest distortion, then bend the light of thy conflagration to my will.
Lyria? Are you alright?
Hey, wait up!
Would it kill you to think of someone else for a change, Bubs?
Holy crap.
Hey, this is bad, right? We're in trouble here.
Just like Ares and Aegis.
Yeah, I don't think definitely I don't think I haven't got this far.
We have to do something.
At this rate, Bahamut's gonna knock the whole ship out of the sky! Not so fast! That primal beast is coming with us!
Let's see. We're gonna.
Big fella, isn't he? And he's all mine. So paws off, Basaraga.
Loose lips, Zeta.
The young human woman that goes by Zeta. Her posing draft pen. They belong to the Society, a shadowy organization with their claws in many pies, including the hunting the primal beasts. Society agents make contracts with sealed weapons capable of absorbing primal. After witnessing Lyra's ability to control primal beasts, these two sneak aboard the Grand Cypher in hopes of a primal quarry. Like so many others before them, their memories of fighting alongside the crew has been stolen.
You two.
Zeta? Basaraga?
Hey, you've heard of me. Guess I've made quite the name for myself. Looks like Red's had her brain scrambled too. Red? Excuse me? Where do you get off with the nicknames to people you just met, you overgrown gecko?
I'm not sure what we should do here.
Now, Basaraga, I can see you itching to get your hands dirty.
Zeta, that dragon is about to sink this ship. This is a two-person job.
Are you kidding me? That's my bounty. Play with the crew if you're bored.
You can't handle that dragon alone. I'm not even certain the two of us can. If we waste time fighting we'll all wind up at the bottom of the sky. They want to get the dragon under control too. It makes more sense to join forces.
Is that helmet on too tight? I said I've got this.
Fine. Have it your way. Didn't think you were this unreasonable.
Holy shit.
I'll handle this. Oh! It falls to me to observe whether you can overcome the false wyvern reverie you now face. I will restrain Bahamut, while you return those two to their senses.
Thanks. Sounds like a plan.
Wait a minute. What the hell is going on here?
She's made things easier for us. We can take care of these Skyfarers first.
I guess so. Fine then. Let's get to it. Looks like I'm dealing with a big shot here. Ready or not, here it comes.
Leave this to me.
Be careful, okay? You got this, Gran.
Let's go.
Quest clear.
I could
Rely
use
on
more
your
practice.
skill, not your weapon.
Solid. I got a crack shot. Yeah, I'll go back with Catalina.
Damn it.
This obviously is automatically.
Take a breather, Zeta.
Spiky might be the toughest customer to get brainwashed so far. Watch yourself, Gran.
You don't have to remind me.
Show me what you've got.
Okay, he got a really kick-ass song.
Sit this one out. I'll take it from here.
Leave this to me.
Be careful, okay? Got this, Gran.
Let's go. That wasn't enough. I see you. Here I go.
Quest clear.
Looks
Finished
like I was
already?
faster.
Skyfall.
you two alright? Lyria? Wait, did we just fight all of you?
We can get you up to speed later. Right now, we've got bigger problems.
Yeah, that.
Slowing him down is the most I can hope to do in my present state. Only the Singularity could hope to stop him, and he's imbued with Beelzebub's chaotic power. Singularity. No. Gran, are you ready?
We are. We'll take it from here.
Very well. Let Beelzebub see the flash of your blade all the way from Pandemonium.
This is Bahamut we're talking about. It's going to take every one of us working together.
Yep. Roll up your sleeves, kids. Gotta get this Primal down for his nap.
With this many of us, there's no way we'll lose! Don't forget to count us, too. Alright! Let's do this, Graham!
I need you all with me. Now more than ever. We can't afford to fail.
Right!
Oh my god. Bahamut.
Here I go! Here I go!
Uh-oh. Yeah, the bandages is being removed, so that the shit's about to go down. Uh-oh. Oh my god, that was a close one. Holy shit. Wow. That was freaking gnarly, man. That was completely insane, and the music was got even pumped up. Oh my god. That was so freaking cool.
Well, We've heard the dragon's voice. Is that the final trigger?
Yes. That was the trumpet sounding the world's return to the nothing it set out from. The wheels may be missing a spoke or two, but the caravan will reach its destination nonetheless. I've swallowed up the remnants of the Omnipotent's power and folded it into my own.
What are you gonna do about the singularity? Not even Bahamut stopped it. That's gotta worry you a little.
With chaos matter and verses at my command, once I can move freely through the world, the singularity will pose no threat. I will take my rightful place as the true singularity of this world.
I see. So can I put you down for imminent arrival?
Yes.
Okay, then I may as well play with him a little in the meantime.
Beelzebub is on his way to becoming a new singularity. His mere existence has a destructive influence. If he is fully restored, it will accelerate the corruption of causality, and the whole world could be overwritten. At this point, there's no way to prevent that restoration. Our best option is to defeat him as soon as possible, and eliminate him entirely. But where'd this crazy, powerful dude come from in the first place? I'm not sure of the particulars, but he is an astral whose destiny has taken a strangely twisted path, and I can sense traces of power in him from the depths of the sky. From the other world, I think it may be fair to say that he should not exist in this world. He shouldn't exist in this world? Gran, you and those who fight by your side are the only ones who can stop him. From here on out, you cannot afford to hesitate. This is what the world has chosen. I have done all I can as Keeper of the Balance. Go. You need to reach Pandemonium, and soon. Two singularities coexisting. The spear of fate pierces both past and future, poised to redefine the world itself. I will be watching. So what was Miss Flippy Hair talking about?
Let's just focus on getting to Pandemonium.
Hey, thanks, by the way. Can't believe we got our heads messed with like that.
That primal beast said you and those who stand beside you have the power to stop Beelzebub, or whatever his name is. So we're with you. If we're the only ones who can stop him, then so be it.
We'd be grateful to have your support. Let's finish this together.
Next stop, the final showdown!
Beelzebub won't know what hit him.
Yeah!
I know we can do it!
Proto-Bahamut. Jesus Christ. When those bandages are being, all the bandages and the shackles are removed, oh, that is ferocious as hell, man. Okay, 73%.
Talk about Shocksville when Red and Spiky suddenly showed up on the ship. You're both scary enough when you're fighting with us, let alone against us.
Sorry about that, you guys. I can't believe I acted like that. I didn't even realize someone was screwing with me.
I know how you feel. It's not easy to wash the stain of regret from your hands, especially after raising your weapon against a friend.
You shouldn't blame yourself, Catalina. It's all because of the distortion in Exia.
Speaking of which, this is the enemy base. It's probably crawling with Exia inside.
Fine by me. I could use a warm-up before the main event. As long as they can't get into my head, there's no way I'll lose. The spear of Arvex will form to my face and become a piercing fang! Yikes! Bring it! No! Hey!
I like that.
And that's about it. And that's about it. So what I'm saying
Let's see if I...
So what I'm saying is...
finished.
Yeah, you did it!
Quest clear.
I'm on fire. Nope. I won't fall for the same trick twice. You're amazing, Zeta. This is Red we're talking about. She and her spear are a force to be reckoned with. Of course. What would you expect from our bestest contractor? I can't count how many times I fought alone against primal beasts. Well, just me and my spear. But then someone comes along and manipulates us for their own gain.
It's a welcome relief to have you back as an ally. The last thing we need is to face each other as enemies.
I hate buffoons who resort to dirty tricks. I'll make them regret ever crossing me.
Swear I can see the steam coming off you. Mind keeping your cool when showtime rolls around?
Keep my cool? I'm gonna give that Beelzebub bozo the beating of a lifetime. Our world is in trouble. We've got to do anything and everything to help it out. Yeah, otherwise there'll be no tomorrow. Let's go. I sense a sinister force up ahead. Perfect. Get your game faces on, you guys. Let's put an end to this farce.
Gran, I apologize for the trouble Zeta and I caused you.
Exia and Beelzebub wasn't. Jeez. We're dealing with some real slime balls here.
Yes, they sow discord within our ranks to turn us against each other. We've never encountered foes with this kind of power before. Anything could happen past this point.
It really is great to see you and Zeta back to normal, though. Yeah, it was not fun being on your bad side. Happy to have the return of the old duo.
For all my physical strength, it doesn't compare to the mental fortitude possessed by you, Gran and Lyria. You've all grown so much stronger in every sense of the word.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Look, the bad guys are rolling out the red carpet. You gotta love that VIP treatment.
I think I should let off some steam before facing the one responsible for all this.
Agreed. This'll make for a nice warm-up.
How far will my strength carry me against unfamiliar enemies? Let's find out.
This is really important.
Now I don't play Basaraka. Basaraka.
And that's about it.
He's pretty much like Nightmare, but with the sight.
Go for it! Hey!
Nothing can stop me! Face this smash! Face defeat!
You're on a roll! So what I'm saying... I feel like that now. Ow!
Oh, damn.
Nothing can stop me.
All right. Go for it.
Bloody moon.
Cut to the soul. Finish.
What happened? You're on a roll. I believe in you.
Yeah, he's a definition of the that he runs and comes up to you like a freaking tank. Here we go. Jesus Christ, that is insane.
Way to go, Spiky. You crushed those small fries.
Spiky.
Is anyone hurt?
Nope, we're all fine.
The red dragon and the girl in blue.
Huh? What about us?
To arrive at this point, you have overcome far more than I expected. But there is still more to come.
Sorry.
However, Gran will surely keep you both safe. I can't say I could do the same for you. Take hold of each other's hands and never let go. Come what may, you must overcome it together. I know the three of you can do it.
We won't let you down. Yeah, that was always the plan anyway. Gran's my best buddy after all. And you're our friend too, Spiky. So don't you go anywhere.
I see. I guess you're right.
You've really taken a shine to those guys.
Perhaps I could say the same about you, Zeta.
Yeah, maybe. Would hate to let them settle this mess alone.
Which is exactly why Beelzebub must be defeated. Let's go, buddy.
Buddy? Where did that come from?
Vern says it all the time. Maybe it's starting to rub off on me.
Excuse me?
Buffered by the unnatural winds, the grand cipher burst at last from the rolling seas of clouds opening surroundings of the pandemonium.
Might be a little risky, but I'll try and moor the Grand Cipher to that platform at the summit. Look alive, people.
Right. This is no time to be timid. The very fate of the skies depends on us. Not to mention Belial must be here. He practically handed us an engraved invitation. It's time we settled the score with him once and for all.
Yeah! We won't get away with rewriting creation on our watch!
This is it, everyone. The skies are counting on us.
The absolute.
I've been waiting, Singularity. So, you finally came. I did my best to get you excited for this. Would you say... had enough foreplay? I'm eager for the night to really begin.
You deviant! What are you thinking? You know what Beelzebub's return means for the skies! Is this really what you want? Chaos on every island? The corruption and destruction of this entire world?
Yeah! We won't let you get away with it!
No, you've got me all wrong. This wasn't how I wanted things to go at all. The grand finale we wanted was much cleaner. But no use fretting over spilled chaos. I can still make something beautiful out of this.
You arrogant little... We whooped you once. You think we can't do it again?
Be careful, everyone.
Ran, something feels off about this. Yeah, something definitely stinks. You can never tell what this weirdo will do next. Not that. It's not him. I'm sensing something... else.
What is it? Don't leave me in the dark. Hmm?
Yeah. That.
Hey. Morning, Bubs. Sleep well? You look a little... overexcited.
Well.
Did you just stick me with chaos matter?
I pierced your core. Even you won't come back from that. Return to nothing, and give my regards to Lucilius.
Oh, Bubs, how could you?
Yeah, you were used.
Hey! Just what the heck is going on? Is Pandemonium falling?
Well, shoot, let's not go down with it. Everybody back to the Grand Cipher.
But what about those guys?
I don't think Avatar's about to let us go peacefully.
I will topple Pandemonium to the Crimson Horizon. The shockwaves will destroy the boundary between dimensions and obliterate both worlds.
You brought chaos to the Skydom by manipulating people's memories. Then you drove primal beasts to madness. Why are you causing all this suffering?
I know you've noticed the corruption of causality spreading from Pandemonium. Warping causality loosens the threads that stitch memories together. Soon, I will dismantle not only that, but matter itself, and the very rules which govern it. And then, I will rebuild it all. In the new world, I will be the font of all order. All creation will flow as directed by its undisputed sovereign. The thunder of Pandemonium's fall will herald the dawn of my reign.
So, knocking Pandemonium down to the Crimson Horizon will reset the whole world?
Can't really wrap my head around all the mumbo-jumbo he was spouting. But he sure looks like he believes it.
It can't possibly be true.
Bubs' grand finale might sound similar to what Lucilius envisioned, but it's fundamentally different. Be that as it may, they both start from the same place. If you open that door, which will you find on the other side? Which grand finale will you step into, Singularity? find a third option.
You bet I can! I won't let anyone end the world!
We'll never give up. Not even if the apocalypse is breathing down our necks.
The world doesn't belong to any one person. It belongs to everyone who lives in these skies.
There are countless lives at stake. You don't get to decide what to do with them, just so you can recreate the world as your plaything. Not while there's still breath in my body.
Red Dragon, girl in blue, singularity. The inescapable chains of causality have brought you all here to Pandemonium Summit. On this day, at this hour, at this very moment, all things will coalesce, and I, in turn, will subsume their totality. We stand a mere breath away from inevitability. You are helpless to stop this fusion. You will be the first to feel Oblivion's embrace.
Oh, bloody hell. Here we go.
Singularity. After I have secured your death, there will be nothing to stop my plan.
I'll never let that happen, Beelzebub.
We're counting on you, Gran. It's all you, buddy.
Bring it!
Yeah, I didn't think so. This was too easy.
Are we having fun yet?
Ooh, the Avatar. Dude, that is so fucking sick. Yeah, but is it? Yeah, see, this is far from being done.
The end is near.
Oh shit. Here we go. I know. Jesus fuck. Oh shit. Oh my god. Woo! Made it. Holy shit. Wow. I thought it was I thought this would be over for me. Hell no. Whew.
This can't be happening. So close.
This doesn't look good.
What should we do? What? Are we... Did we make it?
That is the biggest question.
This is Port Breeze, isn't it?
It certainly looks like it. The wind, the scent of the grass. What's going on? The last thing I remember, Pandemonium was crumbling and taking us with it.
Right. We were on top of Pandemonium, and it was falling to the Crimson Horizon.
So what the hell happened after that?
If Pandemonium had actually fallen, the world would have been reset, right? But it looks like this island and the town are all right. Does that mean Pandemonium didn't fall?
Maybe we can get some more information from the townspeople.
Come one, come all! Got a new shipment of fabrics, softer and more lustrous than any silk you've ever seen!
Everything seems peaceful. Almost like none of that ever happened.
Couldn't have been a dream. Could it?
Don't be silly.
Huh.
If it isn't Gran and the Grand Cipher crew.
Sierra!
I'm glad to see you looking well. Things seem to have settled down all over the Skydome, too. I assume we have you to thank for that. The islands are all back to normal? Does that mean the power changing the skies is gone?
Because we prevented Beelzebub's revival?
Is something wrong? Oh! Before I forget! About the food and water for the Grand Cipher.
The Grand Cipher is here? In Port Breeze?
Don't you remember? Your dad just up the road. She was still moored there when I passed by earlier.
Oh yeah, of course. No, wait, what?
The Grand Cipher was moored to Pandemonium.
Yes. This doesn't add up.
I'm worried about Rosetta and Eugen. If the Grand Cipher is really here, then can we go check on them?
Hey, good to see you in one piece. Guess you handled whoever started this mess, huh? We haven't had any visits from weird machines or angry goddesses lately, so that's a relief. Although now, something else fishy is going on. Seems like a lot of people's accounts of what happened recently don't line up with each other. Their memories don't match. It's kind of a mess. Got any idea what might have caused it?
It appears that you prevented Beelzebub's return. I knew you could do it. It might be a bit too early to celebrate, though. I have a feeling this isn't over just yet. Strange things have been happening here, too. Changes in the shape and nature of this forest. It's as if two once diverging forests have converged. Their ever-growing roots and branches now entangled like never before. So our misgivings weren't misplaced.
The unnatural incidents all over the Skydom have stopped.
But things aren't back to normal like Eugen and Rosetta said. People's memories not lining up, and the forest being all mixed and matched. It doesn't seem like anything too awful right now, but...
So what they're saying is that something is... It's a little off.
Beelzebub's power has disappeared, and they can't sense him anymore.
Can't say I'm satisfied with this. Do we put a bow on it anyway?
This flippy hair!
Splendid work defeating Beelzebub. Unfortunately, the world still finds itself in a complicated state of affairs.
What do you mean?
You could say that the world has whiplash from the recoil that occurred when Beelzebub's power receded, and the laws of causality returned to normal. The balance may be stable for the moment, but there are faint tears in the fabric of causality in time. Those discrepancies are almost certain to invite further chaos, sooner or later.
Is that why people's memories are clashing? And the forests have changed? Then just what happened to us? How did we get to Port Breeze?
My memories of that final moment at Pandemonium are also unclear. When I regained my senses, I was lying on a nameless, deserted island. I'm sorry.
If Beelzebub's influence over the skies is gone, that should mean he's powerless, so we don't have to worry about the Sky Realm being reset anymore. Still, I feel like we're overlooking something incredibly important.
What would you call this? Reincarnation? A time leap? No, neither of those quite fits. Shame those fake wings couldn't get you where you wanted to go, Bubs. You could have just been satisfied with Celius's dark legacy. But no, you had to turn yourself into that monstrosity. Create those wings that rent whatever they touched. What did you need wings for, anyway, in a world without archangels? Lousy timing for this place to snap back to normal. Not to mention Bubs went and vanished without a word. I can't help feeling a little used. I don't even want to know what he'll do to me if he comes back. But maybe in this new world, I'll have a little more luck searching for Celius. I guess Versus is mine to play with now. Well, bye.
So I earn a badge for completing the first quest. Okay, so that instantly that stops. Yeah, so that stops here. Yeah, because that is the final. That was the final episode on the first part. Now we go to part 2.
Ugh, I'm bushed. That last job really took it out of me. Yeah, I'm starving. At least we made it back to Port Breeze in one piece.
Hey, good work out there. Sorry I couldn't join you out in the field. Paper pushing at the port took longer than I expected.
It's not your fault. If we didn't have you to take care of the official stuff, we'd probably never make it off the ground.
Their logbooks were an absolute mess. Not sure how they expect us to get any work done under those conditions.
Records not aligning with memories. Historical events appearing crisscrossed and out of place. It would seem confusion still lingers throughout the Skydom.
But thankfully, none of that has been a major cause for alarm yet.
Yes, well, you'll forgive me for wanting to be cautious.
Say, isn't it almost lunchtime? Sierra said she'd provide us some grub. Said she'd make it real special, as a part of our reward for a job well done.
Yay, food!
Well, why don't you three head on over to the Knick-Knack Shack and report in? After we're finished unloading cargo, we'll follow suit.
Okay, Vern, Gran, last one there's a rotten egg!
Thanks for cleaning up. We'll see you at Sierra's.
Yep, tell her we said howdy.
Look, we're almost there! Whatever she's cooking, it smells great.
You can say that again. Maybe we should wait for Rackham and Catalina. They wouldn't want to miss this.
Bold of you to assume I'd leave them anything but scraps. Vern, no! At least let me eat some too.
Vern, Lyria, cool your jet. And they're gone. Yeesh. Hey, Sierra. We're back from... Huh? Didn't Lyria and Vern just rush in here? And where is Sierra? Sounds like they're in the back room. That's... this way, I guess?
Seriously, we've been up to our necks in jobs lately. And I don't mean to complain, you know. We love getting paid. It's just, I didn't even have time for a lunch break today. Thank goodness for you, Sierra. I'd be starving without this amazing spread.
Who's that girl? One of Sierra's clients? I don't want to interrupt their conversation. Maybe I'll look for Lyria and Vern a while longer. Ah, there they are. Lyria! Vern! Huh? Did I just speak girl?
Hey, buddy. Could have sworn I just heard you say Lyria and Vern. How do you know them exactly? You trying to get fresh with Lyria?
Huh? What does that even mean? Lyria saved my life.
Really? You too? Lyria's a regular angel, isn't she? Makes you wonder just how many people she saved.
Right? But what about Vern? When did you meet him?
Well, Vern's been my bud for a long time. We grew up together in Zinkenstill.
Zinkenstill? I can't believe we're from the same island. Wait, but I don't remember ever seeing you.
Same goes for you. It's not like there were dozens of kids our age running around the place.
Uh-oh.
This girl.
This guy. This is weird.
This is one of the anomalies. A ripple. A ripple effect.
I'm gonna ask once more. Where were you born?
Zinkenstill!
And where are we headed?
Estalucia!
Sheesh, it happened again. We're not getting anywhere like this.
Fine, my turn. After fleeing Zinkenstill, where was the first place we landed?
Port Breeze!
What else? Ah, what is Vern's favorite thing in the whole Sky Realm?
Apples!
Ugh, this is impossible. No matter what we ask, both seem like a captive. Perhaps even more telling, we all have distinct memories of you.
Hold your belt, please. How is that even possible?
First met in Zinkenstill.
Right. And our last big battle was in Pandemonium, fighting Beelzebub.
Yep, that checks out. But whose memories are whose? Is Gran the copycat? Or is Cheetah? And if they got the same memories, are there any cats to copy in the first place? What a mess. But someone is doing creative accounting with reality. They mix the numbers up. How else do we explain all the contradictions?
What if this is what Zoe meant when she referred to tears in the fabric of reality?
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, Huygen did send word about
The
mass
tears.
confusion in Auguste. It spread that far, huh?
So, my vision was attempting to show me the collision of two fates.
Zoe?
What's going on? Can you explain this?
At first I could not, but now that I see you with my own eyes, I understand what has transpired. The disarray that muddles the minds of Sky Dwellers. It is Beelzebub's doing.
Beelzebub? But we already kicked his butt halfway across the Sky Realm.
You both did indeed defeat him, and managed to escape Pandemonium with your lives. However, you were not able to completely obstruct his plans. The confusion you feel, the confusion spreading across the islands, is no mere contradiction between record and memory. Dimension, phenomenon, causality, all of the factors that give shape to time and space have begun to warp and mix, till naught but chaos is left.
Not on my watch.
Okay, so there is a tear in of the timeline. So everything is completely has been altered. So that's basically that for Gran and Jita, they come from the same. They grew up from the same town, have the same residual memory that they fought the Babazol. But however, the fight at the Pandemonium, there was a cause and effect from the get-go. So that would explain that the time traveling and the confrontation between Gran and Cheetah, it was so obvious that they were going to be exposing themselves.
So, in layman's terms, you and I are two versions of the same person from different dimensions?
And with the world being all screwy, we've somehow managed to end up in the same place?
Correct. Possibly due to your nature's singularities. But that is not all this chaos has wrought on the Sky Realm. With the fabric of reality twisting, we can no longer rely on the stability of time. We face unprecedented crises. I wish I could say that two versions of the same soul existing in one plane is the worst of our concerns. But it is likely that the past, present, and future will collide at some point, if they haven't already. Perhaps more dangerous is the possibility that this convergence will affect multiple worlds. Conditions have never been riper for unimaginable horrors to skulk their way into our skies.
Yeesh, it's so hard to wrap your head around all this.
I can think of but one man who can unravel this existential jumble.
Beelzebub.
Wait a stinking minute here. We took care of Beelzebub. How's it dead guy's supposed to have power, huh? How much more do we have to do?
You ask the wrong questions. It is not that he retains his power even though you defeated him. The fact that his power remains is proof that you did not crush him completely.
You gotta be kidding me!
You're right! It's not like we saw his final moments. We were fighting in Pandemonium, and then the next minute, poof! Back in Port Breeze.
I was sure that he fell with Pandemonium. How would anyone come back from that?
It matters not. Not when chaos has returned to threaten the skies. We have precious little time. We must see that Beelzebub is vanquished totally, or suffer the consequences.
Then we move out. The world won't last much longer like this.
We'll wipe out Beelzebub and every last ounce of his power, before he can do anything else to our world.
So, basically, that they're facing a distortion.
What is it, Lyria?
Oh my god. They both say the same thing.
Catalina said she wanted to talk to you about the island where Eo's staying.
Okay, we'll talk before food then.
Sorry, it's Gran that Catalina wants to speak with. Yo! Rackham's yelling for ya! Something about cargo or some such.
Really? Tell him to hang on. Catalina got to me first.
Oh boy. Actually, he wanted Cheetah. Man, you could cut the awkward on this ship with a knife.
Two singularities. Joining forces to put a stop to Beelzebub. A peculiar situation to be sure. But Gran and Cheetah together stand a far better chance than either alone. But that still leaves one problem. It should not be possible for two of the very same singularities to coexist. Or rather, they should not be allowed to coexist. For two singularities to occupy the same plane, I can think of no greater perversion of the world's harmony. The crises of the Sky Realm are directly linked to the crises of its balance. Nothing should outweigh its protection, with so much on the line. And yet, is this the only way? Surely I've overlooked something.
Could be.
I must discuss something with you both.
What is it, Zoe?
I am the Peacemaker. The balance of this realm is under my jurisdiction, and thus, I can no longer ignore the presence of identical singularities occupying the same plane. Oh, how I wish it weren't you. But balance must be preserved.
Wait. You can't mean what I think you mean.
Draw your swords. One of you must die for the sake of all.
What?
I shall put you both to trial with all my power. Only the survivor may claim rights as the singularity and remain in this world. The Keeper of Balance has made her decree. Ready yourselves.
That is hard. Wow, that has to be the harsh thing to do.
What are you going to do?
I'll fight. I imagine you won't back down either.
Good. You really are another version of me.
Yeah, and you're me all right. Even if you look a little different.
Are you going to go through with this? You should be friends. I couldn't bear it if either one of you was taken away from me.
I know. But Zoe's right. Gran and I never should have met. Knowing who Zoe is, well, she must know best in these situations. But I gotta admit, it's a lot easier to talk the talk than walk the walk. It shouldn't be like this.
It's okay, Larry. Whatever happens was meant to be.
Exactly. Besides, now that we've met, whoever comes out on top will press on for the both of us. And I can say that because I know that's what I would do. It's gotta be this way.
It seems you are prepared. Know that I will not spare you. My mission is absolute.
She means serious.
Every fiber of your being. Test your resolve, so that this world may know its singularity.
Okay, that's freaking cool.
Wide open. Stay on your toes.
Okay, that is freaking gnarly. Shit.
When a threat to the world's balance arises, the Arbiter shall manifest. On you go!
Oh my god. That was ridiculous. I never see anything like this ever. Holy Jesus. The three combatants are locked in furious combat, all for the sake of world's balance. Swords clang and wills collide as the singularities and Keeper to fight determine who has the right to exist.
Stop this now! Gran, Cheetah, Zoe, haven't you had enough yet? I can't do it. I can't lose either of you.
Lyria.
I have my memories with Gran, but I have them with Cheetah too. They're both real to me.
Yeah, who gives a crap about this chaos stuff? They're both my best bud. Even if the whole world falls apart, that ain't changing.
Please, Gran and Cheetah are too important to us.
Zoe, we understand your position. That two identical singularities coexisting in the same world presents a threat to that world's balance. But is there really no other way? Must we make such a sacrifice?
This whole deal's above my pay grade. But the way I see it, you don't fix an engine by throwing out its best parts. If you want us to give up one of the captains, their death had better save at least 2. 3 worlds.
Gosh, you guys. I should have known you'd make this difficult.
You can say that again. We've got the most hard-headed crew in the Sky Realm. But that's what makes them great.
Zoe, sorry, but I think this fight is over.
We're going to face this threat together, side by side.
And we won't let our presence cause more chaos. Even if it does, well, we've got just the crew to fight back against it.
Very well. Then I shall join your ranks to see this future come to fruition.
What? That's great news!
Hooray! With you on our side, Zoe, we'll be unstoppable.
Though Keeper's mission takes an unexpected turn, her resolve to restore the balance that the Sky Realm remains steadfast. Afterwards, the captain's trial concluded. The Grand Cipher makes her round the Sky Dome, collecting her scattered crew. The band of brave Skyfarers have overcome unimaginable ordeals, but now they set their sight upon the final confrontation with Beelzebub. Though their road is daunting, still they must sail, for the future of the entire Sky Realm is at risk.
And they lived happily ever after. But no, we mustn't hurry this. The climax will be all the sweeter if we edge our way there slowly. Two singularities vying to penetrate a single reality. The finer things in life should be savored. You're going to wear yourselves out at this rate. Save some for me, won't you? Almost time for Bubs' wake-up call. Oh, I'm going to absolutely relish this reunion.
You mean to tell me Belial showed himself to you?
Yep, back in Albion. There he was, out of the blue. I can hardly believe it myself. There's no telling what kind of mischief he's picking up. But I'd bet a fat purse of rupees that it's going to give us all heartburn.
crushed back in Pandemonium?
Must have had some kind of trick up his sleeve. No telling where that's snake. That's why Ann and I, we decided it would be best to call the other Eternals.
Good plan. If only we knew where the rest of your playmates were.
Astute as always. We may not be the closest bunch in the skies, but it is unusual for everyone to fall this far off the radar. Ann's out there searching for the gang as we speak, but something about this situation smells fishy. That's why I came to check in with your crew. And to make sure things were still shipshape on your end.
This certainly feels like deja vu.
I reckon the world's done flipped upside down.
We also thought to summon our associates, but we ran into the same problem. No one was to be found.
It all goes back to this Belial fella, don't it? Gosh, my goosebumps are getting goosebumps.
It feels as if we're racing toward disaster, with no way of slowing down.
Belial's original goal was Beelzebub's liberation. Well,
Hmm.
damn angel broke my seal and regained his power. So other than pissing me off, what's his new aim?
Call it a handsome sword stud's intuition, but it feels like Beelzebub was the muscle, while Belial was the mastermind. It's likely our angel friend knew everything from the start. He's at least had a clear view of this whole mess of a chessboard.
Ugh, so Belial's the real target. But he's continuing to operate from the shadows. Does that mean his plan is still in its infancy?
Could be. Knowing him, though, he might just be getting his rocks off by causing a little more disorder.
It's not a simple game to him, and it's not a simple coincidence he decided to show himself either. Even in Pandemonium, when his actions seemed wild and unpredictable, it was clear he was working toward a greater plan.
We can't let Belial get away with whatever he's doing. Besides, he may be easier to catch than Beelzebub. But we have zero leads in this.
Gran, Jita, and the others had decided to pursue Belial. They first make their way to the Albion in the hopes of picking up the fallen angel's scent.
This is where they fought, but Belial hasn't been seen since he escaped on.
Let us hope we can find some physical indication of his
Belial,
whereabouts or
excuse me.
motives. As interviews with the locals were fruitless. No one seems to have witnessed anything.
I expected as much. Never have we dealt with a more cunning foe. We should check the other islands he's visited. Perhaps they'll provide us with more leads.
Seriously? A pretty boy dressed in black? Can't we search for a sexy beach bunny instead?
Soris, you take this mission
Soris,
seriously right
yeah.
now. If we don't find him soon, there won't be anyone left to wear swimsuits. And after a Guste finally returned to the relaxing vacation spot it was meant to be, do you want these shores to be empty again?
Fine, fine. Made your point. Anyway, you'd think a black getup would stick out in this bright sunlight, but nobody's seen a thing.
There's no trace of him.
Nor the Exia, thankfully. Fairy and I had quite the encounter with those pests. Well, shall we conclude that Belial has no traps to spring on us here?
That's a safe call, which leaves us with only one more location to investigate.
Pandemonium. He's been drawn to it like a moth to the flame, time and time again.
The crew having determined Belial's whereabouts by process of elimination, raced back to the Infernal Tower. Meanwhile, a massive vortex swirls menacingly above the pandemonium.
My suspicions were correct. This place is a nothing-filled void after all. Then my existence within this featureless dimension is a contradiction. Proof that there are indeed contours amongst the emptiness. If one possesses form, then one must face the loss of it. Indeed, there is no escape from finality. Another trifling obstacle which I shall overcome. For I command dominion over all creation.
Calm down, Bubs. You don't want to climax too soon, do you? At least relish the moment.
Serpent, how dare you show your miserable countenance to me? I was too rash, piercing only your core. This time, I shall incinerate every fiber of your being.
Finally, a little bit of passion from you. But are you sure you want to tango with me? After all, look at what I've got. The verses. And we've become quite intimate lately. So come at me all you want, Bubs. I'll finish you in the most satisfying of ways. Perfect. I love moving in silence. You know, despite our rocky road, I've got a lot to thank you for. And I don't want to kill you over a lover's spat.
Do not spin me into one of your schemes. No matter the twisted plans you unfurl, I act only for my own ends.
I wouldn't have you any other way. I've come to you with a chance to fulfill both of our desires. And this time, there's no fine print. You'll thank me once you're back in your rebooted world, tailor-made to your liking.
My desired world, is it? Do not play with your food, Serpent, lest you choke. Did you believe I wouldn't notice that this void is beyond the reach of the Primarchs?
Wow. Sharp as a tack. I'm actually impressed.
The Raptures. Oh shit. I get to play as Bubs.
Well, when did you realize? Did you enjoy leading me on?
It was obvious. I had only to study the behavior of the Tetra elements. My suspicions were confirmed when you linked the barrier of pandemonium with the other world. Or should I say, this dimension. But it matters not, for soon the merging of all dimensions will be complete. My plans will come to fruition, and everything else is but a trivial concern, including the plane I inhabit.
Oh, Bubs. All these dark plans. I can only handle so much. But you know, this newfangled world of yours reset itself in some funny ways. Like the singularity developing a female counterpart.
So long as the singularity continues to exist, it does not matter what form it takes.
And here I thought you were committed to total annihilation. But it seems you've got a chivalrous side. This world is full of wonders. Anyway, it's just as you said, the dimensions are merging. And two different planes of reality are soon to become one.
Of course. And I shall claim the resultant world as its rightful ruler.
I'm afraid you won't. How to put it? The world doesn't revolve around you.
Speak.
Wait, I thought you were the smart one now. The world spins upon the axis of the singularity, not you. It's those intrepid skyfarers, the centers of their respective universes. And I agree. Their differing forms do mean very little in the grand scheme of things. Such slight differences are a matter of observation after all. It's their shared nature as the singularity that lends them significance. So you see, it's always going to be their dimension, even if you are the one who fabricated it. It stings to understand, doesn't it? You can play at being a third singularity all you want, but you're just a simple catalyst. Not that any of this amounts to much more than foreplay. After all, you're my lovely little pawn, arranged to break Silius free from his prison.
How predictable. You still obsess over Silius.
Let me offer my thanks to you once more, Bubs. You've been a great help. I don't know how Silius and I could have done it without you.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
This is getting This is stupid.
Holy shit. That's the first time I get to see the Beel's, Belial's is super. Holy hell, that was ridiculous.
Quest clear. Goodbye, servant.
Goodbye, servant. Sweet Christ, that was... Oh, it's not over. Oh, I got the...
Slow down, Bubs. You're getting rough.
Damn you, Silius, to be buried between planes of reality and to mock me still.
Jealous? I don't blame you. One look at Silius is enough to make you explode. I love it.
That's not gonna do anything.
You will not suffer these games. Did he summon you from his rift?
Of course not. That's a little far, even for him. The Versus, on the other hand, well, you've seen only the very basics of its power. But some people don't have the range, I guess. All I did was use it to twist your perception. And look how effective that was.
Exactly.
You'll never find me, no matter how many worlds you collapse.
You worm! I have been played for a fool. That accursed Lucilius and his pet viper. Despite their manipulation, I will have my world.
Beelzebub!
We knew you'd be here.
The Skyfarers.
Beelzebub, we'll end things for real now.
You're not going to plunge the world into chaos any longer.
These larvae are pawns of Belial and Lucilius. The same as I. To be used for such plans, we are nothing more than flies buzzing above dung. You will pay for this. You will pay dearly for this, Lucilius. When I finally sit upon my throne, I will tear you and your jester limb from limb.
Hello? We're about to clobber you, you know.
I can't believe I must suffer such indignity. But I require tools myself, lest I never reach Lucilius.
What?
Ready your blades. I must test your power.
Huh? Maybe you don't get it. We...
Hush, boy. I need only that you show me the value of fragile lives. And whether or not you have the metal, the strength required to break the bounds of causality.
Oh boy.
After I have secured your death, there will be enough to stop my wrath.
Leave this to me.
Be careful, okay?
This music is so beautiful and it's so intense at the same time. Ready. That is straight up that vibrant song right there. That's a real intense shit there.
What the heck?
Rejoice! There is meaning to your miserable lives after all. You will be the foundation that topples Lucilius.
I could learn a thing or two from you, Bones. Such delicious avarice.
Belial! We knew you would come back to save your accomplice.
Do not pair me with this wretch. He has defied even me with his cunning. He follows that pernicious fiend, Lucilius. They have been controlling everything from the start.
Lucilius?
I knew I had an awful feeling when Belial showed up again. We worked so hard with the Primarchs to seal Lucilius away. But I guess we're not done with him yet.
Wait, Jita, Primarchs? No, I think I should know what Primarchs are.
Uh-oh.
Why does that sound so familiar? Whenever I try to remember, it's like my memory goes fuzzy.
Gran?
Your inability to recall is proof of Lucilius and his serpent's meddling. And so is the reality of this new realm. The fact that Lucilius has removed his greatest foes, the Primarchs.
A world without Primarchs?
Jita, a feeling in all of our guts. The severe unease that this world has drifted course. It could be due to the absence of the Primarchs.
Infinitesimal sky dwellers could never comprehend the fusion of dimensions. That's why the Primarchs once emerged, to combat the chaos that you lesser beings could not. But there are no Primarchs in this current dimension, and thus the Tetra elements are in disarray. There are few who plainly see the distortions. Those of us who hail from other planes, myself, Belial, and...
Me, right? I remember all the Primarchs, as if I saw them just yesterday.
It all points to Lucilius's perfectionism. He wouldn't permit any flaw, for that would be blasphemous to the Creator. Even from his prison, his indignation interfered with my ability to warp causality, resulting in the creation of this dimension.
That doesn't sound good.
Do you understand? All that live and die in these skies are but Lucilius's playthings. Whether I become king, whether you brazenly succeed in defying me, it won't change the inevitable.
Not even if we stopped the dimensional fusion? When we fought you the first time, was that for nothing?
So long as Lucilius remains in his rift, he can ignore dimensional boundaries, much like a god would. A god. He thinks himself above me, and I won't accept that. Lend me your aid, singularities. Defeating Lucilius and his serpent will stand only to benefit you both.
Gran, Jita, I'll respect whatever decision you choose.
I fought beside the Primarchs. I saw how much they gave to protect this world. In a world without their existence, that's unthinkable.
I want to protect these skies. These beautiful blue skies that so many call home. But they don't belong to anyone. Neither you nor Lucilius can lay claim to it. That's why we'll stop Lucilius and Belial from taking over this world.
The spine, after all, may fly.
Let's be clear. This doesn't mean we'll just hand the skies over to you, Beelzebub.
It means our final showdown is on pause. So you'd better get ready for bitter defeat while you still can.
You took the words from my lips.
Let's go, Zia. There's no difference between the fallen angel and regular primal beasts. Our weapons will be just as effective.
Yep, I've got a whole backlog of anger to work through. So, we'll kick his ass till he cries for mercy.
To protect these skies from chaos. That is my sacred duty, which I will not shirk.
It sounds like an evildoer needs punishing. Don't mind if I do!
Our foes deserve utter defeat. That is exactly what we shall give them.
Crazy, bro. The whole world's gone bonkers. Well, I guess it's time you boys stepped up to the plate.
Oh, I've missed his smug little face. I bet it'll look even better as I beat it black and blue.
Take over a dimension on my watch, will ya? I'll punch all your teeth in!
I applaud your ability to craft such cunning strategies, but it's time to put them to an end.
The final act is upon us. We have only to defeat that foul miscreant.
The sword of righteousness stands ready to mete out justice. I finally get to stamp that sucker. I've been chewing at the bit.
It's here, isn't it? The final battle. We'll put everything into this match.
looking back now, it makes perfect sense that all the mysterious incidents were the work of Belial.
It's all right, Captain. Your big sister is here to protect you.
Can't we stretch this out? I've been looking for a durable specimen.
It sickens me to align myself with these Kratos.
Looks like he doesn't have a choice.
For there is no greater pleasure than to foil Lucilius's plans.
We'll stop you here and now, before you hurt our dimensions anymore.
We'll protect our worlds, our very skies!
Oh, I love it. Look at all these handsome participants. Let's throw an orgiastic feast.
Oh, this is gonna be... Oh, this is gonna hurt. I didn't block. Oh, damn it. Are you... Okay, he can freaking fly. That's bull.
Quest clear.
Oh, hey, Yuna.
Is it too late to use my savior?
Hello, welcome to the stream.
As expected, you could not hold your own against our combined efforts. Now hand over the verses.
No, I'm not one to let go of a toy that feels this good.
Then I'll take your life instead, even if it makes for a poor substitute.
I don't think this is...
What's that in the sky?
That's not good.
That doesn't look good. Everyone, back to the ship.
Okay, Grant.
Get ready to escape.
Thank you for stealing my line.
Wait, what about Belial and Beelzebub?
Don't worry. We'll put an end to this.
No, that's reckless.
We'll put an end to this, and come back to you alive. So please, Catalina, get everyone to the Grand Cipher, now!
Understood. Don't you dare get carried away.
If you wish to retreat, then I won't stop you. But by my very pride, I will bring Belial down, despite his little eddy.
Oh, hey now. It's not little. That's the future you're staring directly into, big guy. Evolution is born from chaos. And only the chaos of an apocalypse can break a god free from his cradle. Can you hear him? It's about time for Lucilius's awakening.
Gran.
And that's what this is all about. Reviving Lucilius.
What is Belial saying?
Woke you up too early, did I? But I was bulging with excitement. Okay, I get it. Yes, that is my job. All right, I'll come pick you up. I know my life is on the line if I make you wait a second longer.
Halt, serpent!
He's gone.
Have we seen the last of him?
He has ripped open a path to the rift that holds his master. A void of pure chaos. But with his injuries and the loss of the verses, it will not be easy for him to return.
Then we're good.
Of course not. There's a chance that Lucilius has truly awakened. And perhaps worse, this place has become linked to the rift that holds him.
Let's hope that's not the case.
Judging by the serpent's murmuring, one can assume he was in communication with his master. Whatever the truth may be, should Lucilius truly awaken, I need only to bury him once more. He deserves 1,000 deaths for the crime of toying with me.
These guys, they're back to normal.
Wait, but I'm still here. Does that mean our mixed-up dimensions didn't go back to normal?
Dimensional fusion is irreversible. Think of a river which runs to the sea. They become the same water. Of course, one who possesses the power to warp causality stands before you.
So in order to return the world to its original state,
We have to take you down once and for all.
Even if I resent myself for allowing this, retire from here, Mayflies.
Huh?
Causality, singularity, and duplicity have all butted heads this day. This dimension is no longer stable.
then that vortex that appeared in the sky?
Correct. If we brazenly fling our powers at one another, this fused realm will be swallowed.
Oh wow! Is it really? Wow! It's 2:22 p.m. and right now it is 1:24 a.m. right here in Louisville.
If you ever show your face again, we'll be there to take you down.
And I bet it is bright as day in Japan. Nice.
Fighting's over. But I can't shake the feeling we're not finished yet.
Yeah, Beelzebub won't stop unless we kick his butt. And Belial and Lucilius are even worse. Let's just head home. Everyone's waiting for us back on the Grand Cipher.
Good call. All right, let's get out of here. We'll brief
But you know, you're doing pretty good so far. After a series of hard-fought battles, a temporal peace settles over the skies. But chaos still lurks in the seams of that peace, threatening to sunder the world at any moment. Though this conflict did not start with a chance of an encounter between singularities, it is a conclusion will depend on the mutual strength. No, wait, what's this?
So, Eustace, how are things going? Hey, no luck either, huh? Hey, you sure we're looking in the right place? I haven't seen anything even a tiny bit out of the ordinary.
Something big's going to happen here. Something involving the singularities.
Who are the singularities again? The astral Beelzebub and some airship captains?
Yeah. We've laid out plans for their termination. The investigation comes first.
Then I'll keep snooping over yonder. If I nab the next lead, maybe HQ will finally give me that promotion.
Elsa to Eustace. Check in.
Eustace to Elsa. No new leads as of yet.
What? But according to our data, a gap should have appeared near those coordinates.
Gap?
Yeah. Now that Beelzebub's back, he'll be trampling all over causality with his filthy boots again. And where causality crumbles, it leaves a gap. The region you were dispatched to, the Didroid Belt, was on the fringes of the warp zone when it was at its largest. Causality's been restored there for now. But the higher-ups are convinced that, if we want to observe these disruptions firsthand, that's the place to be.
I see. I'll keep scoping out the area.
Probably won't be easy. Sorry. Wish I had more to offer you than tough big theories. But the Singularity Gran is already on the move. Seems his actions are shrinking the warp zone. Ergo, we have less time than preferred.
What about Zeta and Vasaraga?
We can't let them collude with our enemies any longer. You have a hard choice ahead of you. You can betray the skies, or kill your comrades.
Understood.
Huh? Where'd you all come from?
I'll cover you.
I don't need your help. I can take them alone, easy. What? There's more now? Why are there more?
The monsters are being drawn to that black crystal. I think I found our gap in causality. See that crystal over there? It's what's pulling the monsters in. Think you can help me clear a path?
Oh, please. Does a hot knife cut through butter?
Commencing mission.
We're not here to make friends. Listen up.
Bullseye. Easy. End the line. Bullseye.
Take him down. Show him how. Eustace.
Dead end. Greatness. Let's hunt. End the line.
Stay alert. Take him down.
Trick shot.
Let's talk tactics.
Survive. Think fast.
Slow kill.
Dead end. Trick shot. Surprise. Dead end. Dead end.
Stabby. Stay alert.
Easy.
Take him down. Eustace.
Thunderbolt. Slow kill. I don't think so.
Knew I could trust you.
Okay, that was slow kill.
Take him down. Let's talk tactics.
Think fast. Taste tick-tock. Slow kill.
Keep it up.
Is dead.
Eustace.
You ready yet?
Give him a taste of the max lightning.
Time's up. Shadow of the dark. Recharge!
Okay, not bad.
Shift to the next phase. Press the advantage. Finish this.
Let's just scrap again. End the line. No returns. Sitting duck dead end. Sitting duck run. Time's up. Shadow of the dark. Out of my way, Sam. I don't miss. Taste it. Like the dust. Easy. Catch. Clear kick. Break. Clear tough break. Watch your step. Slow kill. Finish.
Very interesting. Yet this is something I have not seen before.
Monsters and Crystal exterminated. Though I'd never seen the latter.
must have been Exia. Can't believe it appeared even after Beelzebub lost control over the place. We have no choice. Commence Operation Omega. You and Beatrix will find Gran and Jita and terminate them. Their airship, the Grand Cipher, is currently docked at Galonzo. Good luck out there.
Understood.
Impressed yet? If it weren't for me.
We're shifting to Operation Omega.
Yes, sir. How'd things come to this? Zeta.
I'll take that. Huh? There's a final boss.
You and me, Zeta. No holds barred. What? V? Is this some kind of sorry attempt at a joke? Look, you and Basaraga betrayed us. The singularities are destroying the skies, and you're helping them! I can't believe I looked up to you! Huh? Wait. These oh-so-terrible singularities you're talking about, they, wouldn't happen to Gran and Jita, would they? Yeah, they would! Our captain is... What am I even saying? Our captain? But why? Sorry, B.
I don't think so. Wait, Eustace?
Seems I have to work on my stealth.
Zeta and Basaraga warned me about an intruder. But I never thought it'd be you, Eustace.
You know me, Singularity?
Singularity? Oh no. Not you too.
When you're dead,
boy.
the skies will have peace again.
Gran! Did you catch the...
The Singularity. Jita. But how? Two captains. This shouldn't be possible. I've never seen either of them before. So why? Why can't I pull the trigger?
Sorry, Eustace. I might have messed up. Oh, great. So Eustace is brainwashed too, huh? Well, not like I didn't see this coming.
Follow me, Eustace. I'll make you remember, even if I have to carve the truth into you.
Wait, no, Basaraga! What are you thinking?
Right then. May the best truth win.
Daylight's not going to wait for us. Start, Eustace. Everything looks good to go. Your move, Basaraga. Take this! You're mine! Not quite!
Well, holy shit.
Fortress.
Okay, Eustace is pretty cool.
It's over.
Eustace, no!
Please, Eustace, you have to remember, we're your friends!
I know, right? I mean, he's pretty cool. I mean, I know he can be a little difficult when it comes to doing all the variety and different range with his rifle.
I don't know why, but I can't hurt them. I yield.
The would-be assassins are taken into a cabin where they learn all that has happened. From the moment casualty first crack until the most recent battle against the Bial. Hearing the stories patches up the holes in their memories. Image of days spent on the Grand Cipher once again fill their minds.
Zeta! I can't believe I said all that to you! I'm so sorry!
I am as well.
Don't be. No permanent damage done. And anyway, we would have done the same in your position.
We did do the same. Exia got to us too. Made us forget all about the crew. But man, this is crazy. There are 2 whole captains!
Well, looks like the Eustace and Beatrix we know are back.
Thank goodness. 'Cause, to tell the truth, we could use some extra help. Oh, but what about our mission?
Ilsa to Eustace. What's your status? Report.
The mission failed.
Understood. We move on to Plan B. Get out of there now.
The anomaly we were searching for. It was us. We're working with the captains now.
What? Don't tell me you're defecting. There are consequences, even for...
Thank you, Eustace. I'm sure it wasn't an easy choice.
We'll have to patch things up with Sergeant Ilsa eventually. I like it a lot better when she's on our side.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've never seen this character before.
I knew this would happen. Looks like we're gonna have to go it alone after all.
It's to be expected. We sent out the signal quite abruptly.
Sakes? You actually returned my call! Here, bud, pull up a chair. Order yourself something refreshing. It's on the house.
No thanks. I was just passing through. More importantly, about Eustace's plan to murder the captains. What do you make of it? I don't see the motive.
Yeesh, okay. Guess we can catch up later. So, we've got a working theory, but it might sound a little far-fetched. Essentially, Eustace learned about Gran and Jita's mutual existence as the Singularity, and how that could plunge the skies into chaos. So, they became his targets.
Beatrix was in the same state of mind. Though they've both since returned to their senses, we're still unsure who or what's behind all this.
No, you couldn't have. You didn't send for the Eternals because you think we'd go after Gran and Jita, did you?
Whoa, course not. This was just to get everyone in the loop. We all know exactly who the captains are. How could any of us mean them harm?
More to the point, so long as whatever was manipulating Eustace still lurks in the shadows, our own situation remains precarious.
Which is why we thought it would be nice to see everyone's faces. If you get my drift.
Fair enough. You've made your point.
Wait a minute. You sure you don't want to sit for a few?
I need to get some air. Get my thoughts straight. If what they suggest is true, then my mind could end up just like Eustace's. I don't want to think about hurting Gran or Jita with my own hands. Who was that? Wait. Those movements seem familiar. What are you? I must ask you. Anomalies plague these skies, wrought by those captains, Gran and Jita. What if you could bring peace back, simply by removing these troublesome elements? Even if the solution were that simple, I would never attack the captains. Now, it's your turn to answer. Who are you?
Come on, fellas! Can't you give it a rest?
That voice... Sovan? He disappeared. What is going on?
Come quietly or face the music, criminal.
Hey, calm down. If you want me to come quietly, let's talk this out like adults.
Sovan, explain yourself.
It's nothing, honestly. I just got into a bit of a spat with these fine people, and it seems like they can't let it go. But you mind giving me a hand here? I might get carried away if they all charge at me together.
You're impossible.
Wait, is that Seox? 2 Eternals for the price of 1.
All right. Surrender now or there'll be hell to pay!
Don't worry. I won't harm them too badly. Let's see what you've got.
What the hell?
How's that sound?
Fear! Fear! Well then. Fear! Well, try and catch it. Harry! Fear!
Got this! The obvious outcome.
It's got cat claws, man.
This cursed! My power! Get ready! No true fear!
Whoa! Hey, by the way. How's that sound? Number 1, the obvious outcome.
Gate of the...
Body and soul! Incarnate! My rage!
Don't let up. How's that sound?
Not quite. I've got you! Try and catch it. Watch your step!
Yeah? I mean, this is one character that I'm starting to get used to, but Okay. Just the way how that he runs like that, that's something you would expect it from of Wolverine. Okay. Holy shit, look at that.
Not even a warm cup of tea can melt that frosty exterior, can it? Hello? Guys to Seox. Are you upset with me? You've had that stern look on your face since this afternoon.
No. I've had 2 complicated run-ins today. One was you, but the other... His cape was black, but everything else, his posture, breathing technique, intent to kill, it was all me.
I shudder to think we have an enemy possessed of your strength, but I know you aren't one to misjudge a foe. Perhaps this is another anomaly. I suspect it's similar to Eustace's tampered memories.
Yeah, he was acting like a totally different person. Did this other Seox have anything to say?
Only that Gran and Jita are the cause for the anomalies, and should be removed.
My, that is certainly in line with Eustace's brainwashing.
I'm starting to get a sick feeling in my stomach, and I don't think it's the tea. Let's go check in on the captains, okay?
Let's see what we got, because I think this is the last one.
A star seeking to cast the skies beneath its shadow. A beast as cunning as it was debauched. These forces nearly toppled multiplex worlds. Though life survived, the battle left a scar. We now saw the fragility of existence. This is one iteration of the Sky Realm. A blue expanse abandoned by the gods, where islands float among drifting clouds. The astral Beelzebub sought to conquer this and other dimensions by warping causality, the laws of the universe, melting the whole of existence into a kingdom his own. But the serpent Belial drained Beelzebub of his powers, channeling them towards the resurrection of his creator, Lucilius. When all hope seemed lost, a crew of Skyfarers thwarted both Astral and Serpent. Thus, the skies were saved, and time flowed on. It can't be. Doomsday. It's here.
Sleep well, sweet Messiah. Nights have been lonely without you. Why don't you hold me?
Inverting causality takes precedence. Let us head out.
I always did like professional types. They're so sharp and forceful. No prep either. It's bold of you to go straight in.
That must be Lucimus.
Mission complete. Took longer than expected, but we did all right in the end.
Gran, Gita, you were amazing out there. Look at you two, keeping trash off city streets. But even heroes have to rest, you know.
Catalina's worried about both of you. She says you're going to work yourself sick.
I get this goblin hunt was sprung on you out of the blue, but if you'd gone back and grabbed more crewmates, you wouldn't be out so late.
You're right. It's just, I've been feeling antsy, you know? It's been so quiet. I keep getting reeled in by every chance at action.
Besides, the crew just had their memories patched back together. They deserve the rest, and we need the training.
She's right. It might be calm now, but this is just the eye of the storm. Beelzebub's still out there, and we all know he schemes as easily as he breathes.
He's not even the biggest of our worries. Remember what we heard about Lucilius? If he awakens, it's lights out for the rest of us.
He almost destroyed Jita's world. We can't let him jeopardize ours.
Singing Big Daddy's praises. Music to my ears.
That voice!
Belial!
I can tell you missed me, Singularities. Can almost see tails wagging. Don't worry. I've brought a treat for you puppies. A certain someone you must be dying to meet.
Who?
Oh, hell no.
Lucilius!
That's him?
He really did it! He dragged Psycho back from the dead!
It's been a while. So let's talk before getting hot and heavy. Watch the stars, be kissed by the breeze, make this time special. We used to be so rough, impatient. But if we knew one another better, it might engender tenderness.
Commencing test. Stand aside.
This'll be a turn on. A private peep show into Silius's experiments.
Gran, sword up! He's like nothing we've fought before.
We'll pull through this. Together.
No matter how the blind might struggle, the clock will tick down to 0.
Jesus.
The only thing we're counting down to is your defeat, Lucilius.
Please stay strong. Beat his tail.
It's on.
Commencing test. Paradise lost. This is the
What
extent
the?
of power singularities.
Cheetah!
No, this isn't.
Oh wait a minute. Or is it what? Or what's it? Or what's that supposed to happen?
Is it the life link?
Lyria shares Cheetah's pain, and I share Lyria's.
The lifelink serves as an indirect tether between the
I
singularities.
think that's supposed to happen.
An intriguing oversight of
I
causality.
think.
But irrelevant if all three perish, die.
Lyria, Cheetah, they need me.
Hey, those are my friends. You want them? You're gonna.
Paradise lost.
What the heck? Oh my god.
Pent up much? That release of yours blew up an island.
They survived.
You sure? Their real estate's gone. And it's a long fall to the pit of the skies.
Quite sure. The gods insist upon meddling. Expected, but irksome nonetheless. Leave the singularities for now. We'll return to Point Zero and relay the groundwork for the grand finale.
Perfect. The longer the setup, the sweeter the climax.
Hold on. Port Breeze archipelago is gone. Beams of the light battered into his knees. Then the bottom of the sky of the skins. As for Gran and his companion.
Zephyr Soft, deliver her from the Valley of Death. You can breathe easy now. The danger's past.
Thank goodness. We should be thanking Magic Man. If he hadn't blown in, we'd have blown up.
Paradise lost.
Tempest fell. Bear them to safe haven! Oh, no, please. No thanks required. The Singularity and I are friends. And so I thought, were we? Look at my face. No sparks going off?
I'm really sorry. You
feel familiar, if that's any comfort.
Patchwork memories. Two singularities. Mixed together dimensions and chaos bubbles to the surface. That chaos is what drew me here. I have a mission to see through.
Before we change topics, mind telling us who you are?
Of course. Ahem. 'Tis I, War God, Mad Cyclone,
Grimnir! Yeah, I know.
Singularity! Huh, you came too? And you remember me?
How could I forget? Thanks for saving my life, by the way.
Cheetah, you're finally awake! Don't you ever scare me like that again!
I've broken that promise before, and I'll break it again. But things should get easier with this primal around. Meet the Disciple of Wind and Ally of Angels.
Ooh, time for take two. Ahem. 'Tis I, War God, Mad Cyclone, Grimnir! Feels great to be back among friends. That includes you, Red Dragon, Girl in Blue.
Right. Cool to have you on board, Windy Miguel. I'll just call you Windy for short.
Or guess we should say back on board.
Make that a welcome from all four of us, Grimnir.
Ah, the other singularity! Glad to see you back amongst the living. I consider you a friend as much as Jita. I'd better tell you why I'm here. It's a winding tale and you're barely conscious. But there's no time to rest, I'm afraid. This world is being consumed by chaos. It began with Beelzebubsing of dimensional barriers. Once parallel worlds coalesced, he would get to rule over all. Gran, you were alerted to Beelzebub's plan by the cracking of causality. You gathered your crew and toppled the would-be king. But it was too late. The barriers had been shattered. Worlds flowed into one another. Two singularities were washed ashore on a single plane. But Gran and Jita weren't the only things the tide rolled in. There's also the fallen angel, Belial. With the fabric of existence threadbare, he forced his way back from the dimensional rift. Once here, he set about aggrandizing the chaos. Belial meant to delve back into the rift so he could extract another prisoner. The Lord of Fallen Angels, Lucilius. Lucilius also seeks the convergence of worlds, but not to rule. He aims to draw everything into this sea of chaos and drown it. You all saw Lucilius, his might. The powers of Lucifer, once Supreme Primarch, were just a carbon copy of his. Though Jita defeated him before, she had the aid of Sandalphon, the current Supreme Primarch, and the only warrior in the skies equal to Lucilius. But in this world, there are no angels. There exists none who can challenge him.
What? So we can't win?
Don't worry. All that was just the prologue. Now, let's talk about why I manifested.
Burglars! All right. Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, that was so uncalled for! Do I look like a burglar?
This is our house. Well, minus Magic Man over there. The question is, who are you?
Wait. Vern?
Huh? Who told you my name?
What? You're kidding. Right? Do we know you? Gran! Gina! Oh gosh, I've wanted to apologize for so long. Oh, but seeing you here like this, it makes everything feel all right again.
Miss?
Oh.
Right. So, how we know each other, or how I know you, I guess. I lived here too, which makes us neighbors. Or same islanders?
Ouchie times 1,000.
Oops. I am so sorry. I shouldn't have called you a burglar, or given you a frying pan to the face. Gran, she ringing any bells for you?
No? It's... hard to say. Part of me thinks this is our first time meeting. But part of me is sure she's a forgotten memory.
I feel the same way. All I know is, if we met her, it was before we set sail with the crew.
It's weird that she remembers each of us, but none of us remember her.
Maybe you knew each other as kids. You said you're from Zinken still, right?
Rayan. My name's Rayan. Gran, Cheetah, you don't need to introduce yourselves. You should hear the stories people here tell about you. Oh, it's so exciting to meet face to face.
Hi, Rayan. I'm Lyria. Do you live in this village? I must have seen you somewhere or other.
We've never really talked, but I'm sure we bumped into each other. Back when I was a good old Zinkenstill citizen.
Something's off. It's not that she's lying. Her existence, it's warped. A ripple in the pond of our universe. She's a greater anomaly than even the singularities.
So, I've been wondering, but you two are ghostly white. Is everything okay?
Right! How could I forget about your injuries? Some friend I am. There, a little wind to tuck you in. Now, chop chop, nighty-night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
I'd better leave you to your rest then. Get well soon.
Wait! Wendy never got to finish his spiel.
Over the next few days, Gran and Jita wait and heal. Word about their situation sent to the crew. In quiet moments, they offer turn their consciousness inwards, wandering through the old memories. They are searching for a clue, a sign that will help them remember Rain, always in vain. It doesn't take long for the Grand Cipher to touch down in the Zinkenstill. 3 members disembark: Catalina, Cialfon, Cagliostro. They have been chosen to visit Captain's sick bed on behalf of the crew.
Lucilius.
Port Breeze vanished overnight. The news spread like wildfire to every corner of the skies. People are terrified.
Port Breeze is really gone? With just one attack?
We were there. We should have stopped him.
No. Lucilius is on the order of natural disaster. There's nothing you or any Sky Dweller could have done.
It's a miracle that you're alive. When I learned what happened, I thought... You're here. That's all that matters.
She's right. I get that it hurts, and things seem dark. But we can't turn back. We can only grope our way forward. Toward the future. Lucilius hasn't harmed another island. We need to keep it that way.
Lucilius.
What's your story, Wonder Boy? Come to beat old Doom and Gloom?
Well, yes and no.
Come to think of it, you never finished telling us why you're here.
Now's as good a time as any.
Ahem. Gather round, gentles all, to hear why I, God of War, have alighted on this sea of chaos, bearing aloft the torch of my most sacred quest. You live in a sky without angels. Angels are the keepers of the four elements, which make up the natural world. Fire, water, earth, and wind. Their work is essential to all living things, and yet, they don't exist here. Why? The answer lies with Lucilius. Lucilius was defeated once before, by the Singularity and Supreme Primarch. Trapped in the dimensional rift, he nurtured a hatred for angels. He saw them as traitors to their lord and creator. All it took was a breach in the dimensional barrier for that vitriol to seep through. It corrupted causality, pitting fate against the angels. Beelzebub provided that breach, and that wasn't all. He unwittingly showed Belial there was a way to bring Lucilius back.
And Belial didn't vanish with the angels, because following Lucilius into the rift got his divine membership revoked.
The whole of time and space has been contaminated, so no one knows when or where the angels started disappearing. There must also be another system in place maintaining the elements, but no one knows what that is either. Only one thing is certain. The world is diseased. It's riddled with abnormalities, including a second singularity, and robbed of its angels. And, like any ailing body, it's trying to heal. That is why I manifested. I'm to be the panacea that will restore the skies to their former state.
You're going to cure our world? But that would take the powers of a god.
I'm no stand-in for a god, but I am a disciple of Primarchs. I can carry out their task of balancing the four elements. It'll be a first step on the path back to normalcy. On the path back to a world with angels. So much is my office. So far goes my tale.
Woo! I nailed it!
Amazing. We've been sent a divine emissary.
Okay. So I'm following along theoretically. But as a scientist, all this talk of gods and angels is turning my head.
That's what you have to work with if you want to beat Lucilius.
To recap, Lucilius has the powers of Lucifer, right? The Supreme Primarch? The most powerful being in all the skies?
You fight fire with fire and a Supreme Primarch with a Supreme Primarch. But Sandalphon doesn't exist in this world.
Sandalphon. Remind me again. He's the guy who beat the wacko Astral of the Apocalypse alongside Jita?
Correct. Sandalphon and the Singularity. We need both to triumph.
Wait, so you're saying we're gonna revive Sandalphon?
Exactly! The Supreme Primarch and not one, but two Singularities! Got us a winning team!
Right. But let's not forget, first, we have to fix the world. Disciple or not, does a Primal even have that kind of leverage?
When I manifested, the Primarchs granted me partial control over the four elements. We can restore at least a part of Fanta Grande if I delegate that power. But we'd need Primals of considerable influence.
Meaning the ones contracted to islands.
There's Colossus for fire, Leviathan for water, and Yggdrasil for earth. Tiamat's wind, but she was the guardian of Port Breeze.
And with Port Breeze destroyed...
I will wear the mantle of the Wind's Primal.
Great. Now we've formed a game plan. Question is, whether Lucilius is going to kick back, relax, and let us have our merry way.
Ironically, that's what it says, that the story must continue. With a clear goal in mind, the cruise talk had gathered speed, but now it hits a wall again.
This is Lucilius we're talking about. With one hit, he decimated an island. What makes you think he won't do the same to us?
The grand finale. I believe that will take first priority. For the time being, anyway.
Efficient? Why iron out the kinks if you're gonna blow it all up?
Lucilius is nothing if not a logician.
Then why'd he drop in on the captains? For fun?
Or as a show of power. Nah, Dr. Evil doesn't seem like the flexing type. Must have stood to gain something.
We don't have enough information to piece together his motives. What we do have is an opportunity.
An opportunity to carry out your mission, right?
So that's it. We're bringing back the angels.
Easier said than done. Unlucky for us,
We can't pull a Lucilius and ignore our other problems.
what about Beelzebub? Those doppelgangers weren't a pleasure to dance with either.
The doppelgangers! I'd almost forgotten what happened with Seox.
That Seox was convinced your death would stabilize the skies. These doppelgangers are a threat. Right now, everything's a mess. What if one infiltrates the crew under the cover of chaos?
He's right. Doppelgangers can assume the form of any one of us. We need to be careful.
We're gonna need a lot more than that. We need firepower, people, focused task groups.
I heard about the Port Bree situation. And what's this about task groups?
Lancelot!
I'm glad to see you both safe. When I got the news, I expected the worst.
Well, now that you're here, pick a party. We've got the Angel Array, the Ganger Gang, and the support scouts.
I'll help the scouts. Been meaning to track down Siegfried.
Oh yeah. Wonder where he went.
Oh yeah, Siegfried. I did play with him when it was just it was like a free trial.
I'd like the Singularities, the girl in blue, and Catalina to join me in the Angel Array. They know the most about Fonte Grande's primals.
Why don't I direct the, Ganger Gang? Got some expertise in that area.
I could act as the head of the support scouts, but Cagliostro, would you be willing to advise me?
Yes, sirree! This search will be as easy as ABC.
The crew leaves the house and hurries to the Grand Cipher. The sky is blue and still, blissful, unaware all that goes on beneath the bright and blank face.
First, we get everyone to their destinations. Then, we circle back and find the primals.
Right. Let's do this. Hey! Hey! Wait!
Rayan?
I made it. Something wrong? We're on a schedule here. Take me with you. Rayan, we're sailing into incredible danger. We might not make it back. You can't just... No, I get it. But I have to see Beelzebub again.
Beelzebub?
Who the hell are you, anyway? What business do you have with Blondie McPsycho?
Oh, well, he passed through the village not long ago. He was hurt pretty bad, so I helped patch him up, and... Long story short, I lent him something very important to me. When he disappeared a few days later, he took it with him. I want it back.
Pathetic. Astral, old as time, stealing from a little girl.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I was hanging around the house and caught the name Beelzebub. He's got no reason to come back to the village. Unless I set sail with you, I'll never see him again. Please, take me with you.
Stay here. It's for your own good.
If we find Beelzebub, we'll make him return whatever he stole. How's that?
No. I need to take it back personally. I know I'm asking a lot, but that's how much this means to me. Please, I need to get on that ship.
But it just ain't safe.
Must have lost something irreplaceable if she's willing to risk her life. Gran, Jita, you're our captains. You make the decision.
Mind if I give the okay, Jita?
Go ahead. Hard to say no after hearing all that. And, can't put my finger on it, but something's telling me we should stick together. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You won't regret this.
I can feel it, because I've been blessed by the Primarchs. Her causality, it's not normal. It surpasses even the angels.
So there's a fork in the road. What the? The Grand Cipher sets Lancelot and Sapphine's teams that go down to the destination, turns to north towards the Fremel, the island of fire and industry. There, Grant and his groups are to infuse the first primal with a divine power.
It's baking hot here, as per the usual. Lyria, Vern, you doing okay?
I'm melting. Whew. I got sweat coming out of places I didn't even know I had. Man, even the shade's sweltering.
This place is perfect. Here, the heat will act as tinder to the fire element and allow its power to blaze forth. Girl in blue, the time is ripe. Summon the Colossus.
All right. Well, you have a you have a good time, and thank you for stopping by to the stream.
Titan clad in steel etern, in thee shall sacred fire burn.
Was that it?
Mm-hmm. All done?
Well, that was no big deal. Still better than a life-threatening sitch, though. Knock on wood.
Captain, over here. Time for bath time with sister. None of that coddling, Narmaya, really. Thanks to Grimnir's magic, I've never felt more alive. Come on, Jita. Gran struck out first so you could get some rest. If the captain's not at 100, neither's the crew. I promise, guys, I'm as good as new.
You went to hell and back. Scars aren't just skin deep, Jita. Rest.
Eustace, you too? You all are a bunch of big worrywarts. That's only because you're our precious little captain. Now, To the hot springs!
This could have been my life.
Huh? Wait!
What?
But I don't need a bed!
I appreciate your stepping in, Eustace. That Jita, she'd work herself to the bone if we let her.
There's virtue in both work and rest. And I wanted to talk.
About Rayan, I presume? She also has my hair standing on end.
What do you mean?
She's basically a ghost, Catalina. An entity fabricated from stories and enigma. Untouchable. Untraceable.
She said she was from Gran and Jita's hometown, that she met them long ago. I asked around. Not one person on Zinkenstill recalls her past. Couldn't even tell me when she moved in.
We're talking about Beelzebub here. One of the craftiest entities ever to exist. Do you honestly believe he'd borrow something from a child, only to have it slip his mind? Perhaps there's a thread of truth in her tale, but she certainly hasn't shown us the whole picture.
What proof is there she isn't in league with Beelzebub? With the world how it is, we have to believe everyone guilty until proven innocent.
It's true. We have no proof of Rayan's identity or her motives. But Gran and Jita seem to trust her. And perhaps this is naive, but I do too. I just can't sense anything sinister about her.
May I interject? Sorry, dears. I was passing by and happened to overhear.
Of course, Ladiva. Your input is always appreciated.
Rayan is quite the conundrum, isn't she? But perhaps you should be focusing not on what we don't know about her, but on what we do.
And what's that?
The captains let her onto the ship. Doesn't that make her part of the crew?
That's no guarantee.
And didn't Gran and Jita take to her right away? Sometimes, Eustace, it's important to judge people not with the mind, but with the heart.
Gran and Jita have never led us astray. Why doubt them now?
Very well. If Catalina accepts her, then so do I.
Now, mind you, I'm not saying throw all caution to the wind, but let's keep our suspicions to ourselves, at least for the time being. Is that all right, Eustace?
Understood.
The Angel Array has invested the first primal, Colossus, with the divine power. Now they walk along the lovely shores of Auguste. Here on the Isle winks the vastest sea of all Skydome. They turn and stand as the captive audience before a certain water. Lyra, the rises.
Answer me! Leviathan!
Keeper of the stormy sea, sacred waters course through thee!
Wait, that's it?
That's what we said the first time. Hey, Windy, sure you're restoring elements and not just putting on a light show?
Oh, ye of little faith. Can't you feel the currents of water and fire right themselves? Hear their jangles soften to sweet music.
Well, my connection with Leviathan's letting me sense that the water is more serene? Like like it's got a benevolent mind.
That's exactly it! I knew you'd understand. Well, shall we go? Earth and wind await!
Halfway there.
Shops! Shops galore! We're gonna get through my shopping list faster than you can say retail therapy!
Oh, you're right. Look at all these stores. Would take the whole day just to go through each one.
Shh! You hear that? That's the sound of Eustace not telling me what to do! Get serious! No fun allowed! Mission, mission, mission! Making him ship sit was the best decision ever! It's just us girls and Gran! We're gonna shop till we drop!
You're not serious.
I'm not sure retail therapy is the best way to cope with a murderous astral hovering over our heads.
Rayan, dear, is this your first time to Auguste?
It's my second time. But my first visit was long ago. The towns and cities were a lot smaller then. And emptier. I was on the lookout for shops I've been to, but I think they're all gone.
Well, what say we make some new memories?
I say that sounds wonderful.
So, was your first visit to Auguste when you were a kid?
Actually, I was with my crew.
Your crew?
Oh, did I say my crew? Silly me. I mean, a crew that I begged a ride off of. Ooh, look at all this weird stuff. What is it with Auguste and sharks, am I right?
You know how we say it rains cats and dogs? Well, in Auguste, it rains sharks! Literally! Was that before or after the zombies?
Zombies?
I think it's time we shopped for food. Bee, would you be a dear and flit around for souvenirs? And take Rayan with you. It's not every day we come to Auguste. Find something lovely to commemorate the occasion.
Treasure Hunter B reporting for duty! Let's go!
Was that a good idea?
I'm sorry, sweetie. I know. These are dangerous times. But that's why we have to hang on to every fleeting moment of happiness. Rayan isn't a fighter. She's not war-hardened. I don't want to scare her.
Ladiva,
You also have your doubts, right? About who Rayan really is.
I got the goods, I got the loot! This confectionaries box? Zeta's gonna turn green with envy!
This may be our last shopping trip for a while, so it's good we got everything we needed. And then some.
What is going on here?
Yeah, Eustace! Shouldn't you be back in the ship?
Yeah, and so should you. I was sure something had happened. In war, 1 minute can be the difference between life and death. Gran, Ladiva, I expected more from you.
Sorry, Eustace. We had so much fun taking in the sights, we lost track of time. Now, let's make a beeline for the ship right away.
Hey, it's my fault Eustace is upset, right? You guys were just showing me around.
Rayan, can I ask you something?
Shoot.
It's about the conversation we had earlier.
Oh, which one?
The one where you mentioned a crew? You know, the one that brought you to Auguste. As far as I know, only 2 crews have touched down in Zinkenstill. Mine, and my dad's.
Whoa, 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 hold on. If I sailed with your dad, wouldn't that make me like, I don't know, old?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it would, wouldn't it? Sorry to bring up such a weird topic. Come on, we should get back to the Grand Cipher.
Alright, I think that this is where I am gonna stop here. Cause, well, right now I'm in episode 64. So getting to try to finish this one, then it goes to 65. That's where it stops here. And that I can imagine it goes from 66, 67, 68, 69, and then it goes to 70. So it's just going to be a lot of cutscenes that there are no requests at this point. Not at least not yet. I think they're gonna save that for to the very end when it comes to the facing with Lucis. That's gonna be the finale right there. I was just messaging ABF. I didn't see his message when I was on the during when I was on the while I was playing. I didn't see it. So I'm just gonna stop here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just call it a night. It's already been a long morning. Not to mention that the heat was just exhausting. But what a day. And looks like that like a Dragon Ishin is just finished. So if I get up early, then I can continue where I left off. So I don't know how many minutes is that's all there. But at the same time, I think that's going to give me enough time for me to go back into the convergence. Because let me look how many are there. Of course, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's only 4. There's only 4 quests that I did not get to complete it. So I'll just do it I'll just finish it. So I'll just finish it on my own time. I just need to take care of just one little thing I need to do, and I think that's going to be it. But it's nice to hear from Ari and Yuna Metal to stop by to the stream. Appreciate it. So just wanted to give you a heads up. I've already did my reactions. That was from yesterday, and I apologize that how they got that they came in so late. I guess it's just that the loading was just taking way too long. But hell yeah, man! Dan season 2 it just came out. That was this past weekend. So definitely definitely we'll be expecting new episodes on every Friday. Especially to episode 2. So that's out of 3 reactions I did with Miss Soline. Her new album Midnight Angel is out, and be sure to take a look on the latest video that I just did. That was a War Pigs. That's a Black Sabbath cover by Judas Priest. Also, Shokyo wa Mucho by Toshinobu Kubota, and not to mention Eco Rock. This is a cover by a Doe on that take. Talk about deja vu. It's because of the animation that's just too obvious. All right, but hopefully if I get up, then I'm to get motivated to get back on and to finish up with the story. And also, my bad on that the game kicked me out. Once again, experiencing technical difficulties. Yeah, I started getting back into the Granblue fantasy. That was like back in it was a 7:45, and here we are now, 2:45. So now that's how ironic. But yeah, man. I think that's gonna be all for tonight. So I guess I'm just gonna rest up.
If you fight someone really good, make sure you save everything.
I got one request that brought to my attention. That's gonna be later on today. And I'll see if I can try to get back on with Goku versus Saitama, and for Ranma and Dr. Slump too. But until then, if you're new to this channel and if you like what you see so far, be sure to leave a like and also leave a comments down below. And if you have any requested videos, whether it be as a recommendation or suggestion, and I'll be more than happy to do so for the sake of entertainment and just doing my best. Courtesy from yours truly, your friendly neighborhood reactor man, the soul of a Japanese brother man, the king of metal / J Metal Reactor, Mighty Avenger, the multitasker. And that was Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. So take care and happy Monday.